Hey, everybody. It's a beautiful Friday, June the 11th. It's National Make Life Beautiful Day, and it's time for the Wise Guys and Girl, sponsored by Kmart. As always, let's start with Sir and the weather.
Well, let's start with the beautification of a beautiful forecast. Currently 20 degrees, working our way up to a high of 21 under mostly sunny skies, and much of the same throughout the weekend. And let's have a random daily shout out to Huts. Although it is distressing that I have to go to two different places to get sunglasses and pizza.
Well, on National Make Life Beautiful Day, it's dedicated to those who make life beautiful. You know, here, I'd like to think that we can create a ripple effect and help make life beautiful for all those around us. So thank you, Wise Guys and Girl, for making this a daily highlight. And thanks to Rohini and Matt and Carly and Todd for helping and share in the sunshine. And as we keep moving through this pandemic, you know, things are opening up, things are looking a bit brighter, and people keep saying, you know, I'm taking it one day at a time. And I realized, well, so is everybody. I mean, that's basically how time works, isn't it? All right, let's get to Tunes with Tamik. Tamik, such a vast library to pick from today. Louis Armstrong, Pharrell, Natasha Bedingfield. What are you going with?
Well, and a lot of those people I've already done. So I'm going with an artist out of Jamaica by the name of Garnet Silk. Ventura, do you have a favorite Garnet Silk song at all?
There's so many. The one that comes to my mind is the one that he sings for his mama.
Oh yeah.
That's a beautiful song.
Garnet Silk is an artist, and you know, as many great artists kind of gone too soon. He and his mother actually passed away tragically in a fire, and it was right before he was gonna. I would say Ventura, like he was popular, but
yeah.
Because the album that he was recording at the time was, you know, basically anybody that recorded anything in Jamaica, right? Anybody that you think of, Sly, Robbie, and all of those guys were on that album trying to help him produce it. And he would have really blown up with that album. And tragically, he passed away. But there's a song that he has called It's Growing. And I love this song. Let's live and love in harmony. Only love can set us free. It's growing, this love inside of me. Oh, and it's showing, shining so bright. It's growing, only love can set us free. Love is the answer, I know. It's growing. And when I think about, I was talking to a friend yesterday and been talking to some friends all week, and a lot of people are still going through it. And I think hopefully out of this time, what we get is that growth, right? We were just talking earlier how through adversity and through changes, really what happens is you find that things are possible that you just never thought were possible before. They weren't even thoughts, right? And so this is what this song reminds me of, and that it's, you know, you can continue to grow, you continue to learn, but the compassion that you have for others, like that needs to continue to grow too. There's no cap on compassion, right? There's no ceiling on that. So let's all kind of sort of have that mindset, especially given what's been happening in the last few weeks, and just continue to build that compassion, build that human connection, which many of us have been missing out for so long, and just continue to understand that there is no ceiling on love and compassion and forgiveness and kindness. So that is my pick today. It is an absolutely beautiful song, and it's kind of like a nice male reggae song to play when you're sitting out in your yard and you're watching the birds fly around, and just a reminder that, you know, life can be nice too. So, you know, rest in peace to Garnet Silk, and a career that I think would have just brought a lot of love into the world, because a lot of his music was just like this. Yeah. So that's my choice for today.
Right on. What a beautiful up song. What a great way to finish the week. All right, Venturo, it's over to you. What's up this weekend?
You know what? For this weekend, let's try to just make somebody's life beautiful, right? So there's so many ways that we can celebrate today, and let's not just celebrate it for today. Let's just expand it for the rest of the year and for the rest of our lives. if we can, right? So there are several things that we can do. So one of the things that you can do to make today beautiful for everybody is, have you ever been taking a walk and you're passing a lovely garden at somebody's house, and there's just this one plant that just stands out, and it's just this beautiful flowering plant, and you just feel a sense of, wow, nature is beautiful, right? So if you can do something in your garden, right, that will have somebody just have that same feeling. Another thing that you can do is reach out to any organizations that are helping to make people beautiful. So if you want to just go and donate to your favorite charity, or make sure you reach out to the food bank close to you and help in that way. Another thing that you can do is to spend some time with your family and your friends and do something special for your friends or your family. If it's even to cook them a nice meal today. And the last thing that you can do is call a friend and really just listen. All right? Just listen, just hear what they have to say, and just be totally into the conversation and just listening. And that's always a beautiful thing to do. So enjoy the rest of your weekend, guys. That's it from Ventures with Venturo.
Couple things there, Venturo. I did do your suggestion. I was walking around the neighborhood. I stopped. I looked at that plant, admired it, and the neighbor came out and said, "Damn it, I missed that weed." It doesn't happen. Like, you should be versed in what is a flower versus what is a weed, before you do that strategy. Just throwing it out there.
Yeah,
I think we got it mixed up. I think we should really be nurturing what we call weeds. Some of them have beautiful flowers and grow without any care at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, even the dandelion looks good.
and sometimes need to be grown in the backyard, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Now, I'm hearing
Illegal.
that, I don't know if we can get it here, but apparently if you can find the newly developed Prince Philip rose, if you buy that, the proceeds, there's a significant portion that goes to the Princess Trust, which tries to develop leadership throughout the Commonwealth countries. So beautify your garden and give to youth and leadership development. Not a bad little combination of ideas, you know?
Okay, all right. We keep building on ideas. Excellent. All right, let us get to Friday's joke of the week.
Yeah, before we do that, you know, I was really disappointed that we couldn't share our thoughts on yesterday's day, which was National Pen Day, because, I mean, some of those writing tools are outstanding, and think of all the wonderful pleasures we have of reading poetry and other things that one does with a pen. And, you know, it made me think about nature and the environment, and particularly, did you know that the swordfish has no natural predators? But I got thinking, how about the penfish, isn't it, my dear?
Like deja vu all over again.
Hang on. Sounds like somebody's choking on the cap. We don't want them to be decapitated. Anyway, getting back to that feel good, bright day, you know, I always like to harken back to the ancient Greeks, you know, the philosophers there. They really had, you know, their heads, you know, on right, and, you know, their viewpoints to life are totally switched on. So, you know, this ancient Greek guy noticed that he had a problem with his pants, needed repaired. So he said, okay, that's it. I'm going to take it to my old friend, the tailor. So he walks in the door with the pants. The tailor picks up and goes, Euripides? And this guy said, yeah. You fix these? So they reconnected. And really, the moral of this... sorry.
You can't laugh at You cannot laugh at
We're gonna have to shorten this a little. Anyway, moral of this story was, you know, you can't really run for the gold at the Olympics if you drop the ball. On fashion, that is. So anyway, to feel good, you got to look good, and thanks to the ancient Greeks for that thought.
Was this a time when Eastern Europe had invaded Greece? Rip at ease. Fix at ease.
Back to the drawing board.
Anybody ever answer why Romans have British accents in all the movies?
I've asked myself that many a time. Because when you go to actual Rome, there are no British accents.
No, because if you kept it like a truly Roman, like think of the movie would have too much of this happening, so that they just
And have its own built-in sign language, it could appeal to a much broader audience.
You would understand the original Latin anyway.
Oh yeah, that's right. Sorry.
All right. Well, wise guys and girl, breaking horizons, making life beautiful every day. Have a great weekend, everyone. Yes, in fact, we are the wise guys and girl, leaving you smarter and happier than you were yesterday.
Ay, ay, ay.
Not one thing made anybody smarter today.